Do you know how you should invest £100? Well, the first thing you need to know is, where are you on your investment journey? Are you a beginner with no investment knowledge, or are you a little bit further down the line? Have you got no money to start with? Well, actually, you need £100 for this. Or have you got a little bit more? So today we're going to look through 10 ways to invest £100. I'm going to do it right here on the channel so you can see what I would invest £100 in, depending on how far along my financial journey I was. If you want to find out what they are, grab a cup of tea, stay tuned. My name's Dav Morse. I'm here to encourage and inspire you to live a generous life beyond just yourself. So today we're going to look at 10 ways of investing £100, and I'm going to do it right here, right now. The first one is give it away. A wise man once said, "Be on your guard against all covetousness, because your life does not consist of the abundance of your possessions." Now, basically what that's saying is, if we just build our lives on getting more and more stuff all the time, then it's pointless, it's fruitless. And we need to be wary of that. We need to be careful of that attitude in our own hearts. So the first thing I would do is to give money away. It releases the control that money has over us. It makes us less selfish. It connects us with people. There are so many people in the world who are less fortunate than us, and we could bless them. And I'm all about that on this channel. I'm all about making a difference beyond just yourself. So the first thing I'm going to do today is I'm going to donate £100 to a charity who I particularly believe in. Your charity doesn't have to be the same as my charity. It doesn't have to be a charity. It just can be giving your money to somebody else who you know needs it, or paying for somebody's MOT on their car who can't afford it. Whatever it is, cultivate this attitude of generosity and being kind to other people. Okay, so the charity that I want to donate to is called Mission India. Now, Mission India is a Christian charity, and other charities are available. And I have been in contact with the guy who set this charity up, and he has a real passion for India, the poverty, the horrendous situation that COVID's left the country in. And so I really just want to support him, support his work, and support the work that Mission India does in India, just bringing relief. People who are just really struggling with very low income or no income, very poor, and people who are crowded, families who are crowded into one little house and making social distancing really hard. And I think the situation in India is appalling, so I'm going to be donating £100 to Mission India. So here we go. Click Give by Card, fill this information in. So there we go. Thank you for partnering with us to bring the love of Christ to India. So there we go. That's my first investment. Where would I put £100? If it was my first £100, I'd try and give it away. Once we've invested our money in somebody else who's less fortunate than us, who needs it more than us, it's time to start investing in ourselves. Now, £100 is not going to make you rich. £100 is not enough to retire on. As much as I'd like to say, yeah, just save up £100 and then you'll be set for life, that just isn't realistic. The biggest return on investment that you're going to have early on, if you don't know much about investing, if you don't know much about productivity, personal development, if you don't know a lot of that stuff, then one of the most important things that you can buy is books. Now, some of the books that have had a massive impact on the way that I think and the way that I have structured my life, 4-Hour Workweek by Tim Ferriss, it's a classic, it's pretty dated by now, but it brought this idea of you don't have to be as rich as you think in monetary terms to have the time freedom and the flexibility to basically do more of what you want and less of what you don't want. That's one of the reasons that I quit teaching. I retired from teaching to have more time to spend on what I want to do, and some of the ideas that I got from that book are some of the ideas that I use now. Things like property investing books. I'm a massive fan of property investing. I think it's one of the best ways to invest, to develop your financial capital in order to be able to be more generous. And books on property investment, this guy Rob Dix has got a whole load of books and he is a genius. Recommend his books. I haven't got an Amazon link to recommend down below, but there we go. goals, how to set goals. I mean, these are just some of the books. Again, this is another one. I'm rereading this one at the moment. Refuse to Choose is a really old book. Barbara Sher was writing in the 70s how to do everything you want in life. How you don't have to be just tied down to a job. And again, some of those ideas I'm revisiting now. Having had a couple of years retired from teaching, returning to some of those ideas of how to do basically all the things that I want to do. I want to learn all the things. That's one of my problems. And having that freedom from working 9 to 5 has given me that kind of option of how am I going to decide to live my life? What am I going to pursue? What am I going to do? What am I going to learn next? We've got David Beck on my side. I don't know how that went there. Sorry. So you need, if it's the first £100 that you saved up, you need to invest in your knowledge. And one of the best ways you can do that, the cheapest ways you can do that, is buying books. Okay, so we're going to have a little look at what books I'm going to spend £100 on now. Okay, so turns out finding £100 worth of books, I figured actually it's going to take me a while to get through these. So I've just gone for about £60 worth of books. 3 ways I think you should read. 1, you should read align with your goals. So I've got a goal of trying to grow this YouTube channel. So I'm thinking about, right, how am I going to brand that? How am I going to grow? So this is primal branding. Read to your interests. So here we go. Saving money, grow your own vegetables. So a book I've been recommended, How to Grow Perennial Vegetables. I think that could be really interesting. And L'étal en Bitcoin. Now, this is a translation of the Bitcoin Standard book. So I want to develop my knowledge, my understanding of Bitcoin, and I want to do it through the medium of French because I want to practice my French and read according to your needs. Now, I've recently quit teaching, recently become self-employed, so I figured, hey, why not get a book called What Everyone Needs to Know About Tax? So here we go. I'm going to add them all to my Amazon basket and get those now. Number 3 is online courses. And if you click in the link below, there's a course on how to be amazing at life that I've made. Not really. Haven't made that course. I should. Online courses are a great thing. I listen to a chap called Joshua Sheets who runs the Radical Personal Finance podcast, and I absolutely love listening to him. So even if I just paid to be entertained for the length of the course, I'd be happy with that. But his knowledge is so amazing. He's so logical, methodical, thoughtful, and emotional in the way that he presents things. So I'd love to hear what he's got to say about career and income planning. So I'm going to buy his course. I've got a coupon to save half price. Buying someone's online course is an amazing way to show that you support them and to show that you really value what they've got to say and how you're going to learn from them. So when it comes to maybe reaching out to them in the future and asking them some questions, they're much more likely to respond if you've already bought their course. If somebody's emailing me saying, tell me how to do these investments, and then somebody else who's bought my course, I haven't got a course, somebody else who's bought my course, and they email saying, oh, I loved what you said about this bit in the course. How do I go about doing this? I'm much more likely to respond to the person who's already purchased my course. So that's one of the reasons I want to support Joshua. I want to buy his course and see what we've got to learn from him. Okay, so here we are on the Radical Personal Finance website. So if we click on store here, and he's got 3 courses, we're going to go to the Career and Income Planning course. Now you can see there it's $249, but I've got a code that I'm going to use in a minute. Okay, so click on purchase offer. Unfortunately, by the time this video goes live, this coupon will have expired, so you won't be able to get the same thing. So I'm going to have to put my email and card in here. I'm going to stop the recording now. There we go, $125, just under £100, and here we go. My purchase has been successfully made. Great. Looking forward to getting into that course, seeing if I can increase my income from where it is at the moment. See if I can improve my career. I wonder if he's got tips for making a career as a dilettante, a do whatever you want kind of chap. We know that £100 isn't going to make us rich, so once we've prioritised giving, once we've prioritised investing in ourselves, growing our knowledge base, learning, then we're going to start investing in some actual assets. The easiest and the simplest way of investing in the stock market is the S&P 500. Now, it's an index fund. I've made videos on index funds in the past, So if you're interested, have a little look through my channel, see what you can find. What we're going to do is we're going to open up the Trading 212 app. We're going to click on Browse, and at the top of the ETFs, if you scroll along here from my watch list, ETFs, then the Vanguard S&P 500 is that. So I'm just going to click buy, and I'm going to put in £100. So I'm going to invest £100 in the S&P 500, review order, send buy order, order executed. Just like that, I've got a portfolio of 99.97. I've already lost money, but you know, I'm sure it'll go back up at some point. The fifth way you can invest £100 is by investing in equipment or something that will make you more than that. Now, when I was a teacher, I was thinking, I need to get out. There must be a more efficient way of living than being a teacher, a more efficient way of making a living. So I started a side hustle doing voiceover. Now, I spent about £500 on a microphone and a stand and a studio with all soundproofing, that kind of stuff. And that £500 has earned me well over £2,000 in the last sort of year or so doing voiceover work. Now obviously my time has been invested in that as well, but the equipment is what enabled me to produce voiceover work that I could sell and get money for. So equipment is an incredible way of developing some kind of business, some kind of side hustle. One of the things I'm going to be doing today is spending £100 on equipment for my YouTube channel. Now, I've got here a microphone, which I think will up my sound game on my YouTube videos. So I'm going to add that to my basket. And I'm going to add some lighting to my basket as well. It should be something that increases the quality of my YouTube videos. So I'm investing in building something that's going to grow into something more. The next way that I would invest £100 is in property. Now, I've spoken before on this channel about my buy-to-let portfolio, and I think property is an absolutely incredible way to grow your impact on the world by growing your wealth, growing your capacity to give. But it is difficult if you don't have a lot of money to get started. So what you can do is you can buy a property ETF. So a property ETF basically is like you're buying a part of a big portfolio of properties that are owned by some companies. Now, what you do is you can just click on Trading 212, click on Search, click on ETFs, click on Real Estate Funds, iShares Property UK. So we're going to buy that for £100. Review order, send buy order, and now I own £100 extra worth of property in the UK. Fantastic. So we're getting towards the more risky end of the scale here. What we're going to do for number 7 is we're going to spend £100 investing in individual stocks. I happen to think that Tesla might be going somewhere in the next 10 years, so all I've got to do is open up my Trading 212 app. I can click on Tesla, I can click on buy, £100, send buy order, and as soon as the market opens this afternoon, then that'll be good to go. People have been using gold as money for thousands of years, and today people buy gold in order to hedge against various other market things. So when some asset classes goes up, then the price of gold might go down. If some asset classes go down, the price of gold might go up. So people use it kind of to balance out their portfolio. So I've never actually bought any gold before. I've never felt the need to do it, but you know, now that my portfolio is getting a bit bigger and now that I want to develop into various other aspects of investing, I'm thinking, well, let's do some gold buying. Now, what we're going to do again is we're going to open up Trading 212. If we open up the search function, we click at the top at ETFs, then we can scroll down to commodity funds. We can click on iShares physical gold, and we can buy £100 worth of gold. I now own £100 worth of gold. So there we go, maybe you can think about investing in some gold. You knew it was coming. Number 9 is going to be Bitcoin. Now, I absolutely do not think you should be investing in Bitcoin if this is the only £100 you have to invest. If you have a lot more money and you want to put a little bit of money into something that may go to zero, may go to the moon, then Bitcoin is the answer to what you could invest in. Now, Bitcoin, I've made other videos on Bitcoin. If you're watching any kind of investment video like this, and you probably have heard of it, you probably know a little bit about what it is. It's kind of like digital gold. So it's kind of a way to store value, but just on the internet. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to just open up the Coinbase app. Now, if you haven't got a Coinbase account, then if you use my link in the description box below, then we both get $10 worth of free crypto if you sign up with that and deposit $100, which is about £75, something like that. If I want to buy some Bitcoin, all I've got to do is click on Bitcoin. I'm going to click on trade, and I want to buy BTC with cash. So here we go, £100, preview buy. £100 of Bitcoin bought. It's as easy as that, just clicking on the app. You might have been thinking number 10 is going to be Bitcoin, but we've already put that at number 9. So what is number 10? Well, number 10 is another cryptocurrency. Now, as you may or may not know, there are loads of other different cryptocurrencies apart from Bitcoin out there, and I've come across one which I actually dug a little bit deeper into. I've listened to a lot of the creator's story of why he's done it, why he's getting involved with this project, how much of his own money he's put on into this project to make sure that it happens, make sure that it is seen through to the end. He's really passionate about what the whole project involves. That is Cardano ADA. Now, ADA is just another type of cryptocurrency. It's one that like I said, I've done a lot of research into recently, and I actually think it's got a massive long-term potential, massive real vision. Now, the idea behind Cardano is a guy called Charles Hoskinson. What he wanted, he envisioned this future of a banking system for the unbanked. He said there are over 3 billion people unbanked in the world, and he wants to bring banking to people who are unbanked so they can start building wealth, so they can start climbing out of poverty. And I actually heard him say that he doesn't want people speculating on the price. He doesn't want people investing in Cardano hoping to make a monetary gain. He wants people who are actually really keen on the project, who really believe in the project, to get involved and to support the project by buying cryptocurrency, buying ADA, and becoming part of the ADA, the Cardano network. Part of the idea with Cardano is they're starting off in countries like Argentina, Ethiopia in Africa. They're using Ethiopia as kind of a launch pad for the rest of the continent, where they want to bring people out of poverty, give them a chance to save money, to invest money, and to have an identity. Maybe some people don't have birth certificates. They want to put all of that on the blockchain. They want to put elections, democracy onto the blockchain so that people don't get oppressed. And it's just a really incredible project, and I would encourage you, before you go investing into Cardano ADA, then I would recommend you research the project, have a little listen to some of Charles Hoskinson's speeches. He's got a YouTube channel, and he's an incredibly forward-thinking chap. And I would, I really believe in the project, so I'm going to buy some ADA now. What we're going to do is we're going to open up the Coinbase app again. We're going to scroll down and we're going to find Cardano. At the moment, I don't own any Cardano, but I'm keen to grow my position. I'm going to invest £100 today, and then we'll see where it goes. These are only 0.97 per Cardano token. So let's buy some of this. So we're going to put in £100. We're going to preview that buy. We're going to buy now. And if you thought Bitcoin was risky, then Cardano has the even greater potential to go to zero. But I do think there's even greater potential getting in at a relatively early stage that this could go much, much higher as well. Hey, funny story, right? In the time it's taken me to film a little bit more of this video, that £200 that I invested into Bitcoin and Cardano, I just lost £90. Just like that. In the space of an hour. But you know, on the plus side, I'm sure it'll go back up again. I hope that's given you some food for thought of what you could be investing in. I hope you're inspired to take action. Let me know in the comments below what you're going to be investing your next £100 in. If I've missed anything, let me know. Hey, funny story, right? So it's the next day and I'm just putting the final touches on the edit of this video, just checked my Coinbase account and I'm actually up £230 from yesterday. The world of crypto. It is a mad ride. If you want any free crypto, free stocks, check out the links in the description box below. And if you like the video, give it a like, smash the like button for the YouTube algorithm, all that good stuff. Subscribe. Till next time, peace out. And Africa, countries like Africa, Africa's not a country.